The paradise of the rich is made out of the hell of the poor. To put everything in balance is good. To put everything in harmony is better. It is nothing to die, it is frightful not to live. Not being heard is no reason for silence. Dignity has a curtain, vice a mask. If a person can say what love is, it means that he did not love anyone. Nothing makes a man so adventurous as an empty pocket. Being good is easy, what is difficult is being just. Laughter is sunshine, it chases winter from the human face. Freedom begins with irony. To love or have love, that is enough. Ask nothing further. There is no other pearl to be found in the dark folds of life. A compliment is a kiss through a veil. To learn to read is to light a fire. Every syllable that is spelled out is a spark. Ideas are a rare wild bird in the forest of words. Reason is intelligence taking exercise. Imagination is intelligence with an erection. Fortune is not only blind, but also blinds her favorites. The mind grows rich from what it receives. The heart is from what it gives. Certain thoughts are prayers. There are moments when, whatever be the attitude of the body, the soul is on its knees. You who suffer because you love more. To die of love is to live by it. One must be able to often obey a woman in order to have the right sometimes to command her. He who opens a school door closes a prison. To change a person, you need to start with his grandmother. A donkey who knows the way is worth more than a soothsayer who guesses at random. Melancholy is the happiness of being sad. No outer beauty can be complete unless it is enlivened by inner beauty. Adversity makes a man, but prosperity creates a monster. Our actions can take us to the skies, and can throw us into the deepest abyss. We are the children of our deeds. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. Change your minds, keep your principles. Change the leaves, keep the roots. Each man should frame life so that at some future hour, fact and his dreaming meet. A man without a woman is like a pistol without a trigger. It is the woman who makes the man go off. You should be indifferent to the knife blows of the enemy, but you will be tormented by the pinprick of a friend. The perfect couple. He is Quasimodo, she is blind. He will never go to another. She will never see his ugliness. The future has several names. For a weak person, the name of the future is impossibility. For the faint-hearted, the unknown. For the thoughtful and valiant, the ideal. Music expresses that which cannot be put into words, and that which cannot remain silent. It is from books that wise people derive consolation in the troubles of life. There are no weeds and no worthless men. There are only bad farmers. Our life is a journey, an idea as a guide. No guide and everything else will stop. Let us sacrifice one day to gain perhaps a whole life. Silence is the refuge of a simple soul, and that has experienced the full depth of human sorrow. Life is the flower for which love is the honey. When you get an idea into your head, you find it in everything. To be completely happy, it is not enough to have happiness. You must also deserve it. Diamonds are to be found only in the darkness of the earth, and truth in the darkness of the mind. Any kind of rudeness melts as if on fire. Under the influence of daily reading of good books. Nobody loves the light like the blind man. The best years of life are those that we have not experienced yet. What is said about men often has as much influence upon their lives, and especially upon their destinies, as what they do. Beautiful expressions adorn a beautiful thought and preserve it. For there are many great deeds done in the small struggles of life. He did not study God, he was dazzled by him. It is necessary to maintain the strength of the body in order to maintain the strength of the spirit. Love is the only future God offers. Faith is necessary to men. Woe to him who believes in nothing. Great boats, like high mountains, have numerous echoes. Their songs are repeated in all languages. Every bird that flies has the thread of the infinite in its claw. A one-eyed man is much more incomplete than a blind man, for he knows what it is that's lacking. Curiosity is gluttony, to see is to devour. To love another person is to see the face of God. In a foreign country, a traveler is a bag of money that everyone strives to empty as soon as possible. However, experience is different and turns to benefits or harm, depending on the nature of the person. A good nature matures, a bad one becomes corrupted. As with stomachs, we should pity minds that do not eat. The absence of a husband or wife after 40 is a sign that the person doesn't need a partner to be happy and successful, and that they can enjoy their independence and freedom. Fashions have done more harm than revolutions. Nothing is more imminent than the impossible. What we must always foresee is the unforeseen. The position of a flea in a lion's mane is tempting. The humiliated lion feels himself being bitten by this small, insignificant creature, and the flea can say, "I have lion's blood flowing in me." Mother's arms are made of tenderness, and sweet sleep blesses the child who lies therein. People do not lack strength, they lack will. The human mind has 3 keys that open: knowledge, thought, imagination. Common sense is in spite of, not the result of, education. There is nothing like a dream to create the future. A man is not idle because he is absorbed in thought. There is visible labor and there is invisible labor. Life's great happiness is to be convinced we are loved. No army can withstand the strength of an idea whose time has come. An intelligent hell would be better than a stupid paradise. There is always more misery among the lower classes than there is humanity in the higher. Love is the foolishness of men and the wisdom of God. There is something more terrible than a hell of suffering, a hell of boredom. What makes night within us may leave stars. God created the cat so that man could have a tire to pet. Let us study things that are no more. It is necessary to understand them, if only to avoid them. It is not easy to keep silent when silence is a lie. Idleness is happiness of children, and the misfortune of old people. The soul helps the body, and at certain moments raises it. It is the only bird that sustains its cage. Right thinking leads to right action. Righteousness of mind leads to righteousness of heart. Not seeing people permits us to imagine them with every perfection. Be merciful to the unfortunate. Be indulgent to the happy.